Drinks got you tipsy, feeling a little frisky, y'all. We touch me, tease me, but don't mislead me. Let's keep it honest, we'll keep in touch longer. Plus, when it's over, we both keep our honesty.
What's going on, my guy?
How are you?
I'm good, man.
I'm glad you had me in here today, man.
Listen, one time for them Eagles, huh?
Of course, baby. You know, Super Bowl.
Hey,
you know how we carrying it.
Hey, belt the
I mean,
ass.
all that. Ass whooping. Come here. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of those.
Yes,
You feel
sir.
me?
Yes, sir, Ski.
You mean?
Listen, thank you for tuning in. This is the Kno Klout Podcast. I'm your host, O. I got my co-host to the left of me.
Your boy Ty. Yeah, man.
You already know.
Thanks for having me, man.
Anytime, man. Thanks for being with us, man. Listen, it's a pleasure. So today, I want you to tell the people what's going to be on the topic of discussion for today.
Oh man, we talking about what happened when it breaks up lives and certain things with kids and that type of thing. When that person want to take over for no reason, for jealousy and certain things like that. But we want to talk about the child support, man. That's what we talking about today.
That's
child
touchy.
support.
That's touchy.
A little bit, but you know, gotta get out there some way, somehow.
That's a fact, though. Now listen. Child support is a very, very sensitive topic. We understand that. It affects both men and women alike. This topic has been detrimental, and I say that with emphasis, detrimental to households, especially the minority household. You break that down how you want. Because it's two sides to that coin. Because you have men that provide not only for their children, but for the household and their children, even if they're not in the same household. Let that sink in. Now, I'm not speaking for the men who not around. I'm not speaking for the men that don't stand on all 10. We're speaking for the men and women who are affected by this. Let's not get it confused.
Yeah, man. I feel like, man, people that take care of their kids, men and women, matter how they take care of them, as long as they there for them and they taking care of their kids, and especially if they court ordered to be with their other parent for a certain amount of time. You get what I'm saying? Like, you still gotta take care of the child still.
Absolutely.
So I don't. Some things just don't add up to me, man. You know, and I know certain people that go through them type of things and still take care of the child and still gotta pay the other parent money. I don't understand how that even come about, especially in the courthouses, man.
That's a glitch, bro. That's a glitch.
Yeah,
we all know it. Some people refuse to accept it. It's a glitch. But you know what? Unfortunately, there's certain things in this universe we can't control.
No, man, that's why we gotta get it together. But you heard what listen, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard Trump saying if they got you on child support, they can't claim income tax.
Hey.
So, listen, boss, I don't know, man. We're gonna see if it's real or not.
We'll soon find out.
Because I'm gonna still keep checking it out. Tell you that. Tell you that.
Listen, man. Listen. They better get ready.
I hope so, man. Because that man in the office, man, you know he just changed the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. Like,
that's
what?
right. But
like,
you know, that's a money thing. That's an oil thing.
Yo, man.
Come on, man.
They got him in the office. This is what it is.
Listen, man.
Y'all better be careful.
Watch your step. Better get you some money quick.
Something. Think of something.
For real.
Think of something, man.
So, Yo, Ty, let me ask you. Why do you think that it's so hard for parents that are not together, per se, and that deal with this child support dilemma? Why do you think it's so hard for the two to come to an agreement outside of the courtrooms? Because that's what it all stems to. Because if you know anything about child support, they give you the option to mediate first. Think about that. Mediate. That means you and the co-parent come together and decide what's best for the child before the judge. Don't forget that. What you think about that?
Well, what I think about it is I feel like both of the parents need to come to an agreement. Now, I understand if the other parent is not up to the other part. I really don't understand. Hold on, let me fix this. I don't understand that if the other parent is not all the way situated, I don't feel like the other parent should feel like they need to take the other parent child support because they feeling they not up to their needs. If the child is there, if the other parent is there for the child,
right,
that's all it should matters. You shouldn't try to take the other parent for child support because you feel like you need more money because for your own sake. That's just being stingy. You're taking money from the other parent. How is that other parent supposed to take care of the child when that child is with that parent?
That's a great way to look at it.
You understand?
That's a great way to look at it. So, I feel that. So, basically what you're saying is that the more you take from you, the outside parent, when it's time for you to have the child, and you're still giving the amount of money to the other parent, it actually creates a dilemma for you because you would like to have that money also for when the child is in your possession so that it can be equal.
Correct.
That's beautiful.
Correct.
That's beautiful. Well said. Well said. That's beautiful. I like that. I like that. You know? But, unfortunately, like I said, you have the parents that are already at a grievance before these things can ever be rectified.
Yeah.
You know, it's so much tension and so much, animosity between that word and that thing. It's time for a change, don't you think? I feel like as parents, we should be able to communicate with each other. We should be able to come to an agreement with each other, especially when it comes to our children.
But that probably ain't gonna work, man. There's people out there bitter, they probably want to...
Absolutely.
They want to have more than the other parent or whatever the case may be, so
the crazy...
Jealousy.
Woo.
Them young ladies, man.
Jealousy.
Them baby moms and them bitter baby moms, man. They'll get you, man.
Don't forget the baby daddies that don't let go.
Them too, man.
Sheesh. Don't forget the baby daddies that just feel like they just can't let go.
You gotta do what you need to do, man.
Man. It's time for a change.
Yes, sir.
It's time for a change. It's time to man up. And it's time to stand on all 10. But you know what? I gotta give a shout out to the women too, man. This for my real ones. And when I say real ones, I mean real ones. And don't get me wrong, women have been doing this since the beginning of time. Women have been raising children with and without men since the beginning of time. So I can't take nothing away from them. So I gotta give a shout out to my women that are standing on all 10, and especially my women that says, fuck child support.
Now, those ones that say have child support, those the ones that that don't really care. See, them the ones that don't really care what the father is doing. Those are the ones that just want their kids to have their father in their lives.
Absolutely.
The mothers that's taking the ones to child support is most of the ones that's being petty.
But also,
they don't even need the money. They just want the money because of you left them, and they're upset that you left them.
Yes, it's definitely quite a few of those out here.
Man, this is a game. This is it really, when they say hate the player, don't hate the game, they say hate the game, don't hate the player. It's true.
Yeah, it's a fact. It's a fact. But you know what? I got to give a shout out to all the women that do get child support, but are willing to keep the peace and love equal between their baby father. That are willing to work with their baby fathers because they understand that life is not easy for everybody. That understands life is hard, especially on men. I got to give a shout out to those women because you deserve respect, you deserve your honor, and we salute you over here. So, no good deed goes unrewarded. So, it's some women out here that really handle and really have respect for the men that are trying. Really have respect for the men that are busting their ass every day. They ain't making a lot of money. They ain't paying all the bills, but hey, they making it work. Yeah. And every little dollar they get, they making sure that child has something. They making sure that child is good, whether it be money, whether it be attention, time, effort. Because it's not about money all the time. It's not always about financial gain. It's about support. Support is the main objective. Support can come in many, many ways.
Yes, sir.
It's just according to who the person is and what they're capable of and their abilities. You only lose when you stop trying. You got those women that's cool with $30 a week. Yeah. You got those women that just want you to take your kid on the weekend and spend a little time and drop them off on Sunday, and she cool with that because she had the kid all week. She just needed bread for herself, and she good to go, and she gonna praise you for it. That's what the game's been missing. Because nowadays it's like, what can you do for me? It's what can you do for me, not what can you do for our child, even though so often we see the demographic change, but it's in disguise though, because they're saying one thing, but they're doing another. Yeah. That's why we got to change this narrative.
Yeah, man.
That's why it's never clout, because life is too real for gimmicks. Let that sink in.
Well, today you kicked it with my man, Odrin, and I'm the host of Time Fisher today. That's the end of that today.
Thank you all for joining the Kno Klout Podcast. Right now, we're in the construction stage of this. It's yet to come. We have a lot of things in the making. Stay tuned. It's more to come.